Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here, once again for video number 2 on your Wednesday night. And you know what that means. Time for another video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to this channel and my other channels down there in my fucking pants, otherwise known as the description box below. And if you like good shit, you know what to do. But if you're here for the first time, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. If not, get out of here and go fuck yourself. But if you're here for the first time, you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel and my other channels, showing your love and support. Leave a comment if you wish, but be respectful. And if not, like I said, go fuck yourself and get out of here. And also follow me on social media if you dare. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But you gotta be real. If you're fake, get out of here. Go fuck yourself. And share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap that fucking bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. Because if you do, you're SOL. And you know what that means, motherfuckers. You're SOL. And you know what that means. Huh? And that's it. So, do it now, my friends. Do it now! Wait, win. But I digress. And that's it. Alright, video number 2 on the docket on this Wednesday night. January the 24th, 2024. We got Dynamite coming up in 45 minutes from now. Should be a good show. Check out my first video of the night. I just finished it up. I'm just gonna be editing it up during Dynamite, so it should be up by around the time Dynamite starts. And then this video will be up during sometime during Dynamite as well. So, and we got one more coming your way later tonight. Back on the Peter Joseph channel, your AEW Dynamite review. So stay tuned. Please hit that bell. Turn on all notifications so when that video goes up, you hopefully will get it. And if not, well, blame Neil because he can't fix anything on this godforsaken website. And that's pretty much it, my friends. Pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, video number 2 on the Killer of Demons channel. Thanks for watching. My name is Peter Joseph, if you didn't know that by now. Now you do. I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling and other things. And if you like it, hit the like button. If not, get out of here. That's that. Alright, so on this Wednesday night, it is time for your kind of abbreviated Monday Night Raw review for January the 22nd, 2024, a couple days ago. And we are emanating from the Smoothie King Center in NOLA, my friends. New Orleans, Louisiana. Pretty much outside of Bourbon Street. You know, it's getting close to Mardi Gras. I'd like to go to Mardi Gras one time in my life. Not for the beads and not to see women's tatas, you know. I mean, it's all fun, nice and all, but I just want to go there to have the experience and, you know, kind of visit the set of where the originals was at. You know, so I get to see where Klaus Michelson used to live. Somebody knows where that it is. It was kind of the set, basically. The house is on Bourbon Street somewhere. So I like to go see that. You know, hey, maybe I'll see Marcel and, you know, maybe some of the cast there. I don't know. I doubt it, but you never know. I see Rebecca Michelson and Elijah. I'm like, yeah, fuck you. And maybe see Hope Michelson. I don't know. But I missed that show. That show, and, you know, which was a spin-off of the Vampire Diaries, and then Legacies was a spin-off of the originals. And then basically that's it. Everybody everybody is pretty much gone to do other things. Even the cast of Legacies, I don't know what the hell they're doing. I think one of the witches, the Chinese chick, what's her name, Angela. She's on a show called Kung Fu on the CW11, which I don't watch anyways. I mean, I'm going to be watching the CW11 in the fall when NXT goes on the air. Date and time to probably be 8 o'clock on maybe Tuesdays, who knows? Who knows when that's going to be on. But we'll see what happens with all that. So we move on with that. But anyway, so we're from New Orleans, Louisiana, my friends. Cajun country. And as always, our commentary team of Mitchell Cole and Bad News Wade Bennett. I'm Floyd, got some bad news for you. We got that. Speaking of Michael Cole, he will be on SmackDown this Friday night to take over for Kevin Patrick Belove, who's yanked. Got him out of there. But Michael Cole is going to be there. I don't know how long. But he will be there. He will be there with Corey Graves on Friday nights. This Friday night. After that, I don't know. I hope Hunter calls up Mauro Ranallo. Or Vic Joseph, maybe. I think Vic Joseph would be better, but I would love to have Mauro back. But depends if him and Corey Graves can mend their little spat they had. Knowing Corey Graves, he don't give a crap. Because he's an egomaniac. But we'll see what happens with all that. But yeah, Michael Cole will be on SmackDown this Friday night. And definitely at the Rumble. With Corey Graves. So we got that. Alright, so let's get into Monday Night Raw. It was pretty damn interesting. Just, kind of started off kind of but we got that. So I'm going to do a little bit of an abbreviated review. I'm not going to get into a lot of the matches or the segments. I'm going to give you my thoughts. You understand? So we got that. Alright, so we start off Monday Night Raw with Seth freaking Rollins in a nice lime green suit. I don't know if he got that at the Men's Warehouse, because when you do go to the Men's Warehouse, you're going to get probably a better looking suit than that. And you're going to like the way you look. I can almost guarantee that. But for me, I'll guarantee that. Because I always look good. Because when you look good, you feel good. That is a commercial. And if it's not, it should be. And I should make it, but when you look good, you feel good. The American Express card? No. No, that I would do a commercial for an American Express card or any, like the Visa card or MasterCard. Because it's better to have it than not need it, than need it and not have it. Any way to make even more money than I'm making right now, but that thing, if I made that commercial, or me and the missus make that commercial, we'd be millionaires. You never know. But anyway, we move on. Alright, so Seth Rollins comes out in a big, fat knee brace. Talks about how he's happy to be here. Recaps the week, including his knee injury, beating Jinder Mahal. Messed up his knee on a moonsault. Had the MRI. Which said torn MCL and torn meniscus. I mean, he's fucked. But, might have to have surgery. And he said if he has surgery, he's out 3 to 4 months. But he's going to take it one day at a time. And then, Walter comes out with Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner. And him and Seth go at it. Walter's like, I respect you, and this and that. And he's like, I'm sorry that you might have to miss WrestleMania, because if I win, I'm going to kick your ass. And Ron's like, you didn't let me finish. I don't care what the doctors say. I'm going to work as hard as I can, rehab as hard as I can, and push my knee. And I will promise to be at WrestleMania. Well, I will do everything I can to keep this belt. So Walter's like, oh yeah, I respect that too. I would do the same thing if I was in your position. And then Walter says, well, on Sunday, oh, wrong day, dude. Botch! He's like, I'm going to win the Rumble, and I'm going to target your knee, and your back, and, and everything else that's not 100%. So Rollins is like, oh, I appreciate you telling me that, but you need to remember who you're coming after. And then Walter says, you better remember who's coming after you. And then they shake hands. And that's basically it. I was like, oh boy, we're gonna see Walter and Seth freaking Rollins possibly at the Rumble. I mean, if Hunter's giving us these ideas, I mean, you thought Punk and Seth was gonna be a thing? I don't know. I mean, I did a video about it. We don't know. We could see Punk and Cody. I don't know. I'm thinking we might see Punk and Cody, which I think will be a little bit better. And then Walter and Seth in the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. And as far as Night 2, probably be Roman and The Rock, if it happens. There's stories like The Rock might not be at WrestleMania. So I'm like, okay, who's Roman? If Rock's not there, then it has to be Cody if he wins the Chamber. But then again, who knows? It feels like WrestleMania is now thrown out of whack with Seth Rollins possibly, missing WrestleMania. I was thinking they would just drop the belt. No. Seth wants to rehab and come back in a month or so. And he probably could, but now who wins the Rumble? Did he go with the original idea of Punk winning the Rumble, or does Walter win? Or does Cody win? And then Punk win, and then what happens after that? At the Chamber. Because if let's say Cody wins, you know he's going after Roman. If Punk wins, then you got Punk and Seth, which looked like it was going to happen. And now you throw in Walter and possibly Drew McIntyre. I don't know. I mean, now it looks like everybody's predictions for the Rumble was kind of like out of whack, because everybody was going to pick Punk. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm still going to go with Punk, but I wouldn't be surprised if Walter does win. And then we get Walter and Seth Rollins. I mean, if we saw what happened on Monday night, happened at Mania, yeah. I could see Walter beating Seth. As far as the cash-in, I have no idea. With Damian Priest at this point. What would be the point? He's going to lose it anyway, so just cash in already on somebody else. Maybe you can't, go for the IC belt, go for the US title. Like, Austin Theory did that. He wasn't going to go after Roman. And even if he did cash in, he lost. So, we're going to have another one of those, another cash in and lose. What's the point? What was the point of giving it to Priest? At the time, it was good. Now it's like, who cares who he cashes in and when? Who cares? I know everybody in the month will be like, oh yeah, he cashed in. Issa be freaking wetting her panties. When he cashes in, I'm like, But now you got to be realistic. Realistic now. Like, what's the point? If he wins, great. He wins the world title, not from Roman, but he wins the World Heavyweight Championship, great, but it'll be a transitional champion. You ain't gonna hold it that long. That's how I feel. That's my opinion. You don't like it? Tough shit. You have to agree to disagree with me on certain things. And if you can't do that, then I'm sorry. My opinion matters a little bit more than you do. It is what it is. And yeah, I do got a stuttering problem, so sue me. No, actually don't. Don't ask me why I got a stuttering problem. Rose has been saying that, my parents have been saying that, a lot of people have been saying I stutter a lot. It's the way I am. Maybe it's from the medication, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't mean that I'm loopy or anything, and I'm not going to blame my condition on the shit I've done on this godforsaken garbage fest of a website. I'm not putting the blame on that. So, it's not from my medication or anything. I made a few bad choices here and there in my life, but I got through it. I mean, I'm still here. For now, but, you know. I mean, I got through my colonoscopy yesterday. I'm still in a lot of, residual pain. I'm tired a lot. I don't know. I don't know if it's from the anesthesia or just normal tiredness from myself. Cause I'm up late nights here and there. I go to sleep early sometimes. And, after like wrestling. Sometimes I eat a late night snack. Maybe me and the missus. Watch a movie, then, we get it on, whatever it may be, then I take a little nap, and then I get up, maybe if, do a video, and then go back to sleep. And then I sleep in for a couple hours, and I go to work. But, I mean, it is what it is, but, yeah, it doesn't affect me doing anything, my condition, if you will. That I've done on this shit. That I really apologize for most of that shit. But people keep talking about my past. You need to get out of that shit. We're not in 2012. We're not in 2025. 2015. Even 2020. Like, get over it and get off. I mean, really seriously, a lot of people need to get off my super cock. I mean, I got so much to give, but, I can't give any more. Except to your mama and your girlfriends. Because, they rotate on my dick more than you do. But, it is what it is. And that's that. So, just stop being obsessed. But some people are going to stay obsessed for 10 more years. Because they have no fucking life. And they can't handle that I'm way better than them. Better looking, view and sub-wise, I'm way better than them. This and that, making false accusations that they supposedly have proof of, and they want to tell other people, and it's not going to work. I mean, they thought it worked like a year and a half ago, when I lost people that I thought were cool. But they just listened to assholes. They didn't listen to me. Well, I mean, good luck to them in their future endeavors, but... And I'm sorry some of them got caught in the crossfire, but... We moved on, that's it. I tried to say I'm sorry and offer the olive branch. Some of them didn't want to take it. Some of them wanted to just move on. That's fine. Like I said, have fun in your future endeavors, but don't come crawling back to me. I'm not going to crawl back to you. I mean, if you want to live your life, live your life. I mean, if you want to let bygones be bygones, I mean, we can talk, but I don't want to talk about what happened in the past. I'm just going to, I'll listen to what you got to say, and then that's it. I'm moving on. But, if you, I kind of would like to be friends with them again, but maybe it's best not to, because, God forbid that shit happens again. It's not my fault, just these fucking idiots just, love to get in my business somehow. They have no lives. They want to make false accusations, do all their crazy, stupid bullshit that they're going to get in big trouble for. So, karma's going to come get them really quick. Especially this year. They thought it happened to me last year? Revenge this year, my friends. But I digress on that. But, and still, I talked to a couple of them. Well, off the website. Offline, we talk. Civilly, we're not friends or anything. We talk here and there. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that. But we can agree to not be friends. We can just meet each other at a bar or at a wrestling show, whatever it may be, sporting event, and just talk about wrestling and talk about ridiculous bullshit that I don't really care for. I'm like, if you want to talk about that, I could care less about that. Let's talk about reptiles. Who cares? Who cares about reptiles and shit? Like, seriously, you know? We joke around, but I don't want nothing to do with, like, any garbage. But then people say, oh, you get involved in it. I'm like, no, I don't. I just offer my opinion. You can't handle it? Then fuck you. Sorry. I'm not getting involved. I'm not instigating anything. I'm just offering my opinion. You can't handle it? Go fuck yourself. Stop freaking spamming somebody's video because I was in there, I'm in there, and I'm offering my opinion. I'm not starting anything. I'm just offering my opinion. I'm not sticking my nose into everything. That's why it's called an opinion. Some people don't know what an opinion is. Just saying. Just saying. You know who you people are, too. Get over it and move on. If you can't do that, then you people really need to get a life. And a good slap in the face and a dose of reality. Just saying. I got no time to go back and forth anymore with people. I mean, it's just boring. You know, just the same bullshit. You know, you a pedophile, you this and that. I'm like, yeah, we're still talking about that? 13 years later? 12 years later, we're still talking about that shit? You stalking people. I'm like, no. You stalked a girl in 2015, yeah. Oh, you have a police report. No, you don't. Because I was never charged. Because it never happened, so... So, you got nothing, because this all that's coming out of your vagina is nothing. So this is what you are. Flapping seals, basically, like a seal. Flapping your gums and flapping your vagina with bullshit that nobody's gonna believe. And if they do, then they're more stupid than you. Because they'll believe anything, right? When they don't have the facts. The real facts. I'm not talking about false blackmailing proof and shit. But I digress. Alright, let's move on from that shit. Because I care less about that shit. I'm gonna live my life and do what I gotta do in real life and do what I gotta do on my channel. Channels, I should say. And if I don't like it, too fucking bad. Get a life. Get some fucking pussy, some of you, because you really need it. And some of you need a job, because you sit on YouTube all day, worry about what I do, what other people do. Thinking you can go real life with people, ain't gonna work, because you're gonna go to jail. Or possibly a hospital bed. Ain't gonna work with me, or anybody else. And if you call me a pussy, well thank you, because I get a lot of it. But, it is what it is. Maybe learn to shut your mouth and move on. Because you're not big, you're not bad, and you're not tough either. I never said I was tough, but if I have to protect myself, I will. If I have to, but I don't need to. If I'm this and that for getting the police involved, then so be it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. So, keep flapping. Keep flapping, because that's all it is. Words. Alright, move on. Alright, now. Alright, so that segment was pretty damn good. 3.5 out of 5 stars for Seth Rollins and Walter going at it. And, we move on. And then the New Day come out and attack Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner. So then we have the New Day versus Imperium in a tag team match player. And which really went nowhere. It ends in a double count out in under 9 minutes. But some of the action was pretty good. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And then the aftermath. Holy fucking shit. They brawled at ringside. Marcel Barthel grabs a chair. And then Xavier Woods makes the save. And then he picks Marcel Barthel up. Teases putting him into the tech area. But Fabian Aichner makes a save. And then they're about to, like, destroy Xavier Woods. But Kofi Kingston! He makes the save. And then they both, like, go through the tech area. Go through a table. Everybody's going completely berserk. I'm like, that's what I want, baby. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of each other. Let's get hardcore. There you go. Alright, so I give all that 3 out of 5 stars. And then later on, we hear from the New Day, says, oh, we can be funny, we can throw pancakes and have booty-os and shit, but we can get hardcore if we need to. And Kofi's going to be in his 16th Rumble. Holy shit. I can only imagine how he's going to save himself from elimination. I mean, there was like, it's just every year he's done something weird to save himself from elimination. Except for that one year where he got knocked off the apron and tried to grab onto the barricade and his foot, oops, botch. And it was like, ah! Not that Kofi will ever win the Rumble anytime soon, but we only can imagine what's going to happen this Saturday night with Kofi Kingston. And how he's going to save himself from elimination this time. And that's it. Alright, after that we get a video on Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest coming up in our main event. That's that. Speaking of Poppy Priest, he and Mommy Rhea Ripley start a huge argument. Priest accuses her of having a big head for being on the cover of WWE 2K24 with Bianca Belair on the deluxe edition. Cody's on the main edition. And they have a 40th anniversary super edition with like WrestleMania and shit. With like everybody. Really should have been the Undertaker on that cover. But anyway, so Poppy's like, well, I gotta focus on Damian Priest. So he leaves, and then Mommy tells JD McStupido and Dom Dom to take care of everything else. And then Finn Balor's there, and she wants to see Finn's vicious side. And Finn's like, I'll show you, Mommy. Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go way back to New Japan. In the early days of the Bullet Club, when he was like a maniac. We'll see. Alright, so I get that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see, we go to the gorilla position. We have Ivy Nile getting ready for her match against Sarah Logan, Valhalla. And then we see Maxine Dupri. Looking hot. I mean, hot! So she's ready for the Royal Rumble, so she's going to be in the Rumble, not going to win it. So she's ready for to go out with Ivy for her match. Then the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, they come in and then give her more of a pep talk. And then Ivy's like, hey, guys, I got this. Let me go to the ring, please. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the match between Ivy Nile and Valhalla. And it wasn't really a great match, per se. Like, quickie, under 3-minute match. Did I say under 3 minutes? Pretty much. Ivy wins with a top rope bulldog she now calls the pit bull. Really now? So she gets the win. I didn't give 2 fucks. So I'll give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we see the New Day, like I mentioned, saying, you know, we'll get hardcore. You know, we'll get serious if we and prove it. Jey Uso interrupts. Talking about that. It really doesn't say much after that. And then, New Day wants to be the big boss. Kofi wants an Intercontinental title shot next week, which he gets from Walter. Well, he ain't gonna win. He going to lose. Sorry, Kofi. So as I talk, we see Damage Control walking in the back. Bayley, Io, Asuka, not Io. Well, Io wasn't there. I don't know what. Where was Io? Oh, that's right. Io was with me. So we had Bayley, Asuka, Dakota Kai, and Kylie Sane walking in the back. Wonder what's gonna happen with that. Alright, so I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the ring with Nia Jax. Talk about how she squashed Becky and Rhea Ripley. Which is kind of no surprise that Rhea wants to face Becky, because basically both of them can't beat her. And then promises to kill both of their dreams this weekend. And then Becky, the man, comes out, Becky Lynch. She says, shut up, Nia, you dope! Hey now. Becky knows that the only thing people in the locker room can agree on is that they don't like Nia. Well, who does? Basically, Nia's basically put them all out. That's true, because she's a botch machine, almost like Brie Bella. You know, so of course she has a target on her back. So Becky's ready to see Nia lose, but then Bayley, give me a hug, comes out by herself, says, I'm gonna win the Rumble, and point at the WrestleMania sign, and then she basically goes after Becky and Nia. Nia cleans house. That's it. That's that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Pretty much it. We move on. Alright, then we get a video about Raw by the Numbers 30 entrants. There's a 30-man women's and men's Rumble. Over the years, there's been 1,310 entrants, 34 of them winners. 2.6% have won. 20 have gone on to win at WrestleMania. One woman to enter at number 1 and win. I think that was Mommy Rhea Ripley last year. Mommy last year eliminated 20 people. That's crazy, a record. And she has another record for longest time in the Rumble at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 8 seconds. Walter has the record for the men, 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 40 seconds. That's a long time. 60% of the winners have come from the last 10 entrants. Number 30 has produced the most winners at 5. 3 of them have won consecutive Royal Rumbles. I think Steve Austin, Hogan, blah, 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 blah. Stone Cold has a record for 3 overall Rumble wins, and it's going to be the 3rd time they're in, that Tampa is hosting the Rumble. The first time was in 95. The second time is in the pandemic year, in 2021, at the Thunderdome. Shayna Baszler has 8 eliminations, the most in a single women's match. But not Rhea Ripley, like 20 eliminations. Alright, so we got all that. And, that's it for that. Alright, more later. Alright, so we got all that. Alright, there we see Becky, the man in the back, runs right into Mommy Rhea Ripley. Uh-oh. And Mommy's not impressed by what she just saw. I think we're going to get Becky to win. We don't know. We'll see. Perhaps with that. Alright, so I get a 2.5 out of... excuse me. 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on. Too much beer. No, I'm kidding. I don't drink the beer. Just... stuff. Anyway. Alright, after that, we go to Dominic Mysterio essay. My son! It's my son essay! Pero, Mr. Joseph, how you doing essay? Hi, Eddie. How you doing? I'm doing great. I'm always having fun here with my mamacita, China. Oh, you treating her good? Oh, yes. We had a great time. We're getting ready for Valentine's Day, essay, pero. Well, be respectful. Just don't do anything stupid. Oh, I won't do anything stupid, essay. Better not. But anyway, Eddie Guerrero's son, Dominic Guerrero, takes on The Miz with JD McStupido and Finn Balor at ringside. And we see a video from early in the day where R-Truth told The Miz not to tag into the match. And Miz is like, you idiot, it's a singles match! Oh, my bad. Oh, I can't with R-Truth. I can't. And, basically says, watch out for Tom and Nick Mysterio. And then Miz is like, it's one guy! Oh, God. Oh, no. R-Truth's still a national treasure. You gotta respect that. He's cringe, but you gotta respect his semi-funniness. But anyway. So the match happens. Really nothing there. And Dominic Guerrero essay. Shocking victory. He beats Miz pretty much clean, which is kind of ironic. Even though, JD McStupido did get a little bit of involved, but not much. And then Finn Balor hits an Enziguri on Miz, which sets up the 619 into the Eddie Guerrero SA Frog Splash. So, Dominic gets the win. I said clean, but I meant not clean. But he gets the win anyway in a match he gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. I'm surprised, Truth didn't come out. But he does come out later. We get that. After match, we get a 3-on-1 beatdown, and then DIY come out, Johnny Gargano and the Psycho Killer. Tommaso Ciampa, they come out, no reaction. And then JD McStupido, being stupid, gets hit with the meat in the middle Kogayame, the, BTE trigger, basically. That's it. But, god damn, man. Nobody cares about DIY anymore. Nobody cares about Gargano. Nobody cares about Ciampa. Nobody will care if they turn heel. I don't know, Hunter, you had to fix this somehow. I don't know how you can fix it. Well, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we see Poppy Priest once again. He's ready for his match against Drew. Our Truth comes in with a little stack of money. Gives him his next cut. And Priest's like, wrong place, wrong time, not now. Let me handle things. Like, Truth's like, okay. Gets out of there. And basically he says that Drew's gonna get his punishment. Nice little throwback to his time in Ring of Honor as Punishment Martinez. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then we hear from the big man, Bronson Reed. Once again, looking like a mafia boss. He's going to face Jey Uso next week. The Intercontinental title picture getting kind of kind of exciting. With Ricochet involved and Kofi Kingston here and there. I could probably see, Jay versus Walter maybe at the Chamber, but I don't know. I think we're definitely going to see Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso at WrestleMania, because it's in the city of brotherly love. See brother versus brother. Who knows? But we got that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Ivar. By himself, because of Valhalla getting her ass kicked. He takes on Chad Gable. Sheesh! Thank you. So we get that. Pretty damn good match. Freaking Gable. Chad Gable was so underrated. He should be a champion. I mean, he was tag team champions with Jason Jordan, American Alpha, way back in the day. But goddamn, he should be Intercontinental champion. I wish he would have beat Walter, but obviously not. Just crazy moves out of just crazy. But in the end, Valhalla comes back out for a distraction, which allowed Ivar to knock Gable down. He hits the Doom Salt. 1, 2, 3 in 11 minutes. But match was still pretty damn good. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. I mean, no Tozawa, nothing else. I was like, where's Otis in this? Because he was in the back. I'm like, makes some sense here. But we move on. Alright, then we go to the segment of the night and pretty much segment of the year right now. Cody and Punk. Woo! They went to promo war. Punk talks about how they took different paths to get here. So I had to sink it in, Cody asks what Punk wants to talk about. Punk's like, so Punk picks apart Dusty Rhodes' American Dream, baby. He tells a story about Cody debuting in OVW. Dusty Rhodes asks Punk to keep an eye on him. Wasn't that hard, and some people saw Cody not as a main eventer and shit like that. It was a proud moment for Punk, anyway. But on Saturday, it's going to feel like he's breaking a promise. He says, in the Rumble, I'm I'm not looking out for you, but I'm looking for you. And he's like, I'm gonna go on and promise the main event WrestleMania. Cody's like, he accepts that. And then it's like, I came here to be a light in the darkness. You know, there's a lot of nepotism from OVW. Punk treated him like a peer when he didn't even have to do that. Became friends, was sweet. There were no friends in the Rumble. Punk's like, what happens on Sunday morning when the Rumble's over? Cody grew up in the business, knows what it's all about. Punk says, talks about how he wasn't born into wrestling, brings up Dusty's famous catchphrases. Oh boy. And he says, I am the American dream. I am more the American dream than you are. I'm like, oh no, you didn't just say that. So Cody gets all serious, like, oh, how about we just bring up the pipe bomb? Ah! I was like, oh my gosh. This is epic. It's like Cody did everything that Punk talked about doing. Well, AEW basically. Didn't mention it by name. Punk's like, alright, that's it. Takes off the jacket. I'm like, oh, we're gonna have a fight. He talks about how I'm the bigger star here than Cody ever wanted to be. Cody, of course, his dad, quoting John Wayne, encourages being scared and saddling up anyways. And the only direction I can go is forward in the Rumble. And that's including going through you. So he goes to leave. He bumps into Punk. Punk spins him around. They go face to face, but nothing physical. I was like, oh shit, give me this match at Mania. It screams that match. I'm like, come on. I would love to have Punk and Cody go at it at the Rumble, so like a prelude to Mania maybe, but depends on what Hunter's got up his sleeve. Or this news, you know, the proboscis, you know. Okay, stop it. So, we'll see what happens with that. But that segment, clearly 5 out of 5. Great. Segment of the year right now. Alright, we got that. Alright, then we look back at Hulk Hogan, brother, winning his first world title 40 years ago. Yesterday. I thought it was today, but it's yesterday. Then it transitions into a look at the Rumble. Hogan teases, I got one more match left, brother. Yeah. Hogan being in the Rumble. How are you gonna get him out? Yeah, he'll get out and then he'll break his hip or something like that. Stay away, Hulk. Stay away. Brother! Because if you, God forbid he wins and goes after Roman will break him. He will not only break him, he will cripple him to the point he's a paraplegic for the rest of his goddamn life. Probably put him in the ground, too. Brother! So stay away from the Rumble, please. You think you have one more match? No, you don't. Nobody wants to see freaking 65, 70-year-old Hulk Hogan basically limping to the ring on a fucking cane. Brother! Drop with a leg, breaks his fucking leg. Breaks his back is all shattered. We have like bits and pieces of Hogan in the ring. I'm like, ugh, nobody wants to see that. No. Stay away. Stay away. But 40 years of the Hulkster. Dude. That's that. Alright, so I get that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, we're gonna wrap it up now. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell take on Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark in a meaningless match. Zoe hits the 360 on Candice, knocking her the fuck out. That's that. So they get the win. After the match, the Dancing Queens come out. Well, they were at ringside watching. Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. They come in for a stare down with them. And then Asuka and Kyrie come in, beat the fuck out of them. Because they got a title shot on Friday. They jumped them and Asuka's dancey. Kyrie's just like looking hot. Barely does anything. Dakota Kai looking even more hot. We got all that. Alright, let me put on Dynamite. Was that the Ranger game? Wait a minute. No, it's the Hurricanes and the Bruins. I hope the Bruins lose. Fuck them. Boston ain't shit. It still ain't shit. But anyway. About to start Dynamite, so I might go in a little bit of Dynamite. But anyway, we move on. Alright, so we'll see what happens this Friday night with the Dancing Queens and the Kabuki Warriors for the women's tag team belts. I hope we see a title change. But we'll see. Alright, then we got Drew McIntyre talking about how important it is to be on top during the pandemic era. And Poppy Priest isn't there yet. Get that. Alright, so I get that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then, Damage Control. They're in the back all happy about what they did. They run into Natalya and Tegan Knox. Team Rainbow Bright. They argue and they're about to go at it. Adam Pearce comes in and says, save her for the Rumble. Pearce's like, well, we'll be around more often when Asuka and Kairi win the women's tag team belts. So they all leave and then get you my balls. And in this year, Seer and Sangha came and then left again. And then Jinder wants to know what Adam Pearce has planned. So Adam Pearce is like, come meet me in my office. I'm like, oh no. I can only imagine what's going to happen with that. So, we'll see what happens with that, and we move on. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars as well. Alright, then we get to another Rumble by the Numbers, part 2. 9 two-time winners, one of them being Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hogan, I can't think of anybody else. 13 eliminations in one men's Royal Rumble, that was by Brock Lesnar. Natalya is one of 4 women to compete in every single one of the women's Royal Rumble matches. 45 eliminations over 18 Rumbles by the creepy man Kane. Got that. It's been 3,653 days since Punk's been in the Rumble. That was like 2015. 34 million social media engagements for Logan Paul versus Ricochet clip from last year's Rumble when they collided in midair. That was fucking nuts. 9 people have won their first world title off a Rumble win. Kofi. Not Kofi per se, but other people. Alright, so Dynamite opens with the champ, Samoa Joe. Alright, we'll hear from him in a minute. Joe. Alright, so we got that. And 6% of the winners from the last 5 years have won the world title. Rhea Ripley with the women's title. And that's that. Alright, then we get a Royal Rumble rundown and what's coming on next week's show, which is the Aftermath. Punk will be there in Tampa. You can only imagine what he's going to say. And then we go to your main event, Drew McIntyre and Poppy Priest. Pretty good. Poppy Priest was about to win the match. R-Truth comes in, tries to help out Priest. Priest's like, get out of here! And he just like throws him out. I mean, Truth had the more money, and like he got hit by Drew hit him or Priest hit him. Money goes flying, and he's picking up the money, and Priest's like, get out of here! Throws him out, and then after he hits South of Heaven on Drew. Truth's picking up the money, and he throws him out. Drew then hits the Claymore 1, 2, 3 to get the win in 13 minutes. And there you go. So match was alright. 3 out of 5 stars. And that ends Monday Night Raw. And I gave it 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show in a comment in a comment down below. You can do a video of your own, whatever you want to do. Hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button on this channel, my other channels as well. Show me love and support. Please hit the bell and turn on all notifications. You'll get all that other shit. And that's pretty much it. So, you move on. So, Joe comes out and says, I'm not giving out any more opportunities. You have to earn it. So, I think they're going to do something, maybe a Battle Royal match for a shot at his belt. And then Joe gives him a warning, says, you may be getting an opportunity, but basically you're going to have the worst night of your life. Because anybody who earns it is going to come into this ring, and I'm going to just do what I did to Hook last week. Beat the living crap out of them. And strangle them unconscious and everything. Then we get the they send for the man. Hook is coming out. So we're going to see what he has to say. Oh boy. He's got a mic, so he's actually going to talk for once. So we'll get that. Alright. That's it. So I'm going to go, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace.